Fyong from complete beginner to got a job offer within 1 month, whereas Krishna got a job as a public cloud engineer. SJ, not only her husband got a job, but she almost doubled her salary, whereas Shavik got a job as an enterprise senior enterprise architect in US. Hari got a job in UK as lead data engineer. He got, in fact, multiple job offers. Dinesh from India got a technical program manager job roles. Now, Kennedy from UK got a senior technical advisor roles. Joby, after moving to Australia, struggling to get interview calls, to got multiple interview calls week on week basis, and within 2 weeks he got a job offer as well. And it's not only the experienced guys, but guys from no IT background like Tolu got a job offer in Canada. And similarly from Meghna in UK, from having a career gap to getting a job offer with British Telecom here in the UK, or like Irina from no coding or non-technical background to working on cloud engineer. Like Winfred from US or Canada or Kwame have hundreds and thousands of individuals like these, and maybe including like you, who have helped in use my three-step framework to get a highly paid job in Azure cloud. I'm going to share these exact three-step framework in the free class for which I'm recording this video and would like to invite you for this free class on how to get a $250K plus job in Azure cloud and DevOps in less than 6 months, even as a beginner, using my three-step proven framework that I've used. Now, if you're new to me, just very briefly, I have close to 2.5 decades of experience in IT, and these are some of the clients I've worked across the globe, being majority of time up in UK, but also in the Europe, US, Middle East, as well as in India, back in India in early days of my career as well. So I've done and tried, tested, and I've gone from earning less than $100 a month back in 2000, or first 4 or 5 years, to then earning 425 pounds a day here in the UK to 500, 700, 900, now a charge in excess of 1,000 pounds. And that's exactly what I'm going to cover in this free class that I'm hosting as well. So we help in, as I said, when I say about this, you can earn 250K, $250K, 1,000 plus jobs. I get three objections, and those are the three objections we are going to cover in that, going from not being confident to apply to super confident to apply, or getting no interview call to multiple interview calls week on week basis, and then finally no job offer to getting sure shot job offer on using this three-step framework as well. So below this video, there'll be a link to register for the free class. It's going to be roughly around 90-minute to 2-hour class. So keep aside 2 hours class for including question answers on how to get a $250K plus job in Azure Cloud DevOps using the three-step framework that I'm going to be sharing. We'll be talking about job roles within the cloud domain, right from leadership to management, program manager, as well architects, engineers, DevOps, developers, security engineers, and so on. We'll talk about job roles, and then I'm going to lay down the entire the framework, the learning path, right from going from Cloud for beginners to Azure for beginners to the Azure services, what all things you should be learning in Azure as well, including for the high availability and disaster recovery that an architect needs to know, or the administrator who needs to implement those things as well. We'll also look at DevOps, the containers and Kubernetes, and the implementation of containers and Kubernetes on Microsoft Azure Cloud, which is AKS, Azure Kubernetes Service, Azure Container Instances, and Azure Container Registry as well. Also Terraform for Microsoft Azure Cloud for automating the infrastructure, and then we'll go and look at the entire Azure mastery of going things like compute, storage, networking, and we'll go on networking, very deep networking, including the VPN, the Fast Connect, which is a dedicated pipe, and then security point from Entra ID, which is Azure Active Directory to integrate with on-premise Active Directory, including Microsoft Defenders, etc. Will also be important as the job role these days demand to have DevOps, CI/CD, so how to implement Azure CI/CD on DevOps on Azure Cloud as well, including some developer tools like Logic Apps, Event Hubs, API gateways, and so on. And then finally, wrap it up with migrating from on-premise to cloud, Azure Cloud, using 7R methods, including migration. There are a lot of other tools available. So what are the migrations as well? So I'm going to give this whole path from complete beginner to going an expert, becoming an expert, including the certifications as well. What are the path, including the hands-on lab that you should be performing. And the most important part is the project work you should be doing to become an expert, to show that you already know stuff and put that in your resume as an experience, which is one of the common problem people get and say, hi, how can I show experience? So do these projects. We're going to cover that, including the certification as well. All the certifications, we're going to talk about the 6 certifications, and which one is right and relevant for you, those certifications as well. Tons and tons of guys who have got certified, plenty of those certifications as well. Now, so this is the whole framework I'm going to talk about in this free class as well. And there's a bonus which is coming, surprise bonus, which is recently introduced, is for the only for the action takers on AI, machine learning, and generative AI in Microsoft Azure cloud. So we'll get how you can get hold of this entire AI machine learning uh, for beginners on Microsoft Azure cloud, including the tools like Azure AI Foundry and the ML Studio as well. So don't forget to miss out this class. This is just so that you make sure that this is only be available during the live session as well. So three-step framework on how to get a high-paying job on, and as I said, I have tons of guys. Anthony got a job on as a Azure migration as well. Vaishali got a job within 30 days as well. I have tons and tons of guys there. So if you're keen to know or take these frameworks and implement in your in your career to get a high paying job in Microsoft Azure cloud as well using three-step framework. Check the description below to or link below this video where you can find the link to register for this class. It's going to be 2 hours very well worth spending time with me. And don't forget to share with your friends or colleagues if you find them useful, and I'll see you inside the class. Take care and bye for now.